Cut the Check podcast with Craft Farmer. We took a extended break, focusing on cultivation, focusing on education, focusing on answering questions, focusing on helping people. But we're back here with a brand new episode. And the first thing I want to do is thank our sponsors, 454 Bags. Super excited that they chose to sponsor this episode because these are the turkey bags that I use personally. Not only their turkey bags, but their bin liners, antimicrobial and bacterial, stronger than plastic, and the bags that leave no trace, no face, no case. You can toss them in the landfill and they're going to biodegrade. Toss them in the trash and leave no trace. So great customer service, super dope brand. I personally use their turkey bag. I personally use all of their shrink wrap bags. So for that added layer of protection, you guys know what to do, double bag it. So thank you to 454 Bags. You can check them out. We have all their information down below, and we're going to tag them as well. But give them a chance. Try them out. It's the bags that Craft Farmer uses, the bags that Dank Mob uses, and we stand behind them because they keep our flour super fresh and get rid of the nose when we need it gone. So thank you to 454 Bags. Super, super dope turkey bags that are made not for turkeys. So, yeah, let's get right into it. I think the first thing that I want to do is apologize to anybody that I have personally offended, anybody whose feelings that I hurt, anybody that has possibly taken my words out of context lately. I think every once in a while it's good to potentially realize the platform that we're on and how many people we're reaching. And as individuals, everybody processes things differently, processes the things that you say differently. Some can be taken out of context and offended, and others don't. And I think it's very important. A lot of you guys know my background, but I think it's really important that I kind of explain a few things to you, and kind of like the way I am. A lot of things you don't think about that you say until somebody close to you approaches you and says something like, "Hey, Lance, I just want to let you know you seem a little intense lately," or, "Hey, Lance, this can come off the wrong way." Like, I've over the last 4 or 5 years, I've developed a fairly large following, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. But my whole experience in cannabis up until 2020, I guess 2021, when I first really kind of came on Instagram, has been solo. Everything I've done before then has been solo, meaning I don't have a team. I didn't have a squad. I didn't have a group of people that I ran with. I didn't have a clique. I didn't go to events. I never went to any smoking events. I never went to any Prop 215 events. Like, there's a different part of this culture that I come from where it's very just ground level. You wake up, you grind all day long, and then you go to bed. I didn't even know about Instagram till 2019 or 2020. And if you've watched my documentary, shout out to LMC Media. He reached out a few years ago and was inspired by my story. So we embarked down a collaboration together of kind of making, a 1-hour documentary and trying to take as much of that information as we could and put it into a video podcast about my life. And the things that have happened to me in my life and the things that I have gone through and the things that I've experienced have made me, just like they do to you and your friends and your peers. all of us experience different things. All of us go through different things. And because of those things, all those things that happen play some kind of role in molding the clay, so to speak, of who we are. And for a very long time, I was solo, up until, like I said, like 2020, 2021. All my experiences and everything that I went through by myself. I went through solo. And that shaped me to who I am today. And I feel like the only way that I was able to overcome those situations, those obstacles, like looking back, there was some wild things that have happened in my life. And what got me through those was my mindset and my resilience to keep pressing forward, keep fighting, never surrender, never give up. And that's what you see makes up who I am today. When I get up every day and I've got like an attitude about I'm going to kill it, I'm the best there is at this, like figuratively speaking, I'm probably not the best at it. Like to be the best in the world at something is pretty wild and subjective. So yeah, in hindsight, I might not register in the top 100 or whatever, but I'm not going to tell myself that. I'm not going to get up every day and be like, oh man, you're fucking number 90. Like that doesn't do anything for you. Getting up every day and telling myself I'm going to make the best of today. I'm going to crush today. I'm the champion. Like I want everyone to have a championship mindset. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what you're doing. The very first step of you being the very best you can be is your mind and the first voice you hear. The first voice you hear is your own. The last voice you hear when you go to bed is your own. It's your mind. It's your mind's eye. It's the things that you think about. It's the things that wake you up and keep you pondering early in the morning or late at night and not being able to sleep. And you might not be where you want to be. I don't think any of us are at our peak in our career. We can always do better. We can always do more. But a big part of that is getting up every day and telling yourself you are the best. Whether you're jumping rope, whether you're writing a report, whether you're cultivating, whether you're showing up for your sports team, whether you're the ground level of a cultivation job and you're only making $17 an hour. If you go into that job and you're telling yourself you're the best and you're going to do the best at this and you're going to be the greatest entry-level cannabis employee there is, you are going to perform better than if you're telling yourself you're never going to make it. I'm always going to be picking leaves. I'm always going to be sweeping the floor. I'm always going to be mopping. It's mindset. And I think that a lot of people take my mindset when I'm speaking out loud, because that's how I do everything. Like even when the cameras are not on, I'm speaking out loud. I'm saying this is what we're doing. I'm speaking out vocally to myself, maybe my team, maybe someone I'm working with, what I want to achieve, what I'm looking to do. When I put out information on Craft Farmer Academy with Alex, I want to put out the very, very best information, resources, answers, system that we can. And so in doing so, I'm telling myself that it's the best. I'm practicing everything that I preach. I'm implementing all of these strategies, all of these different things. Everything that I'm doing and I'm saying out loud that might make me look like a jackass, I'm doing behind the scenes and I'm putting the work in. And I guarantee you that work is better than if I was questioning what I was doing and wondering if my content is as good as the next person and things like that. But what happens with that is some people get offended or think that my ego is huge and blown out and all this stuff. But the reality is, if you get to know me, I don't have ego. Like ego stops you from doing things. Like just telling everybody that you're the best in the world and you're going to grow the best bag and your flower's the best. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's not ego to me. Ego is what gets involved in relationships, in friendships, in business, and allows it not to happen. Never do I let my ego get in the way of business. Never do I let my ego get in the way of friendships. Never do I let my ego get in the way with things that matter. Telling yourself that you're going to do the best that you can do, that you're the shit that I want you to feel that. You should feel that. If you don't feel that you're a champion in your own little right or whatever you're doing, and to be a champion at something, you're doing the best of it that you can possibly do. You're not taking shortcuts. You're not leaving anything on the table. You're knowing that you're doing it the best. If you're vacuuming a floor, you start at one corner, you vacuum straight lines, you get the whole thing done, and at the end, you're the man. You're the champion. I just vacuum this shit better than anyone else can. I'm the man for that. That is not ego. That is doing the job right, knowing you've done it right, and telling yourself that you did it right, and holding yourself to a higher level of excellence. And that's all that I wish for the people that I follow, that I interact with. I didn't have that for a long time. I didn't have that when I was young. In my 20s, in my late 20s, I always wondered if I was going to be good enough, if I was going to ever amount to anything. Did I pick the right career? Is it going to allow me to continue to work with this plant into my 40s and 50s? There was just, my life was full of self-doubt. And then you add on things like getting busted and asset forfeiture and fizzled out relationships and petty theft and all this other shit that happens to us in our lifetime. And those are all things that, in my opinion, start chipping away at your armor. The more you deal with, the more stressed out you are, the more that these things are taking up your mindset, the more that these are filling your brain with bullshit, because that's what it is. Like, when you think about the conversations that you're having in your head with yourself, like, those are some of the most important conversations that you can be having. And as soon as doubt and questionability and are you good enough and comparing yourself to others and all this shit, once that stuff starts working its way into your head and your system, which we've all experienced, there's absolutely no one out there I know that hasn't experienced these things. But once you start experiencing that and that voice gets louder and that voice gets louder and it slowly starts taking over, that's how you start living. You might be still doing your everyday patterns, and you get up and you go to the gym, and after the gym you go to work, and you're working in the garden all day, and you're questioning yourself, and you're looking at your plants, and you're thinking, are they good enough? And oh, my flower doesn't look like this guy's, and that guy gets better yields. And you have to focus on what you have in front of you and what you have control over. And you have to do it to the best of your ability. If you can look me in the eye, let's say you have a tent, you've been growing for a year. If you can look at me in the eye at the end of the day and be like, Lance, my tent is clean, my space around my tent is clean, the inside of my tent is clean, I'm doing everything that I can do to be the best at this right now, you are winning. I don't care if your canopy is not where you want it to be or where you think it should be. That happens in time and education. If you are not putting in the time and the education, then you can't tell yourself at the end of the day that. But everyone, every day has the chance to give whatever they are doing the very best of themselves. They have the chance to be the best partner. They have the chance to be a best friend. They have a chance to be a best mentor, be a best grower. Anything that you're doing in your life, regardless of what level you are, on, you have the chance of doing it the very best. And when you do it the very best, and you can look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and say that I did this the very best that I could have, you are fucking winning and you are a champion, and you need to tell yourself. When you do something good, how does it feel when other people acknowledge you? Start acknowledging yourself. And when I crossed that threshold in my life and I started focusing more on the things that I was doing right and the things that I was doing good and the thing that I was putting all my effort into, and I started congratulating myself, things started continuing to open up. Things started to get better. Things started to advance. Whatever I was working on, whether that was business, whether that was growing, relationship, it got better. You have to acknowledge the things that you are doing right and the things that you are doing good. And you have to tell yourself, you need to be proud. If you are growing flower right now, you should be proud of yourself. Whether you have a tent or you have a garage or you have a facility, I want you to just stop and look at it and think about what you had to do to get there and what sacrifices you made to bring this into your life and to have this ability. And you need to congratulate yourself. You need to thank yourself. You need to tell yourself that you're the fucking man, that you're a winner. If you're an artist and you bust out a beautiful piece, I don't give a fuck if it sells. You are the man. Look what you created. You did that. That's something to be proud of. Far too many of the people around me in this industry and my peers never take the time to reflect. They never take the time to look at their accomplishments. They never take the time to look at what they have done. Short, long, what they've overcome, what struggles they've endured. All they think about is, man, my canopy doesn't look like his, and my flower doesn't look like his, and all the same shit that I've thought about in the past. In the moment that you can shift that mindset, whether you believe in it or not, or you believe in manifestation or you don't, dude, these practices are real. These are true, real practices, and I can tell you that from my own personal experiences. Anything that I share with you around cultivation, any results that I share with you around yields, I'm not sharing them with you to pump my chest and be like, oh, I have the best yields, because I don't. I don't hit the hardest. I don't have the best yields, but I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm super proud of myself. I'm super proud for what I've achieved. And I know that if I've achieved this, then you can. I'm a normal man. I see everything that everyone else sees. I don't have any other skills that any other man has besides the desire to win and the desire to be the best that I can be myself. When I share that desire, when I open up my world and I turn my phone on and I'm in a fucking mood and I'm feeling it and I'm looking at what I've done over the last 2 years in sales and products that I've made in other countries and working with other governments and paying tariffs and import fees, and I'm so fucking proud of that, as I should be. And I should be able to be vocal about it and share that with the community, inspire people around me. So many people are intimidated and fragile. And if you work on yourself, the smallest little shit, the smallest thing, getting up in the morning and looking in the mirror, the first thing you do, I'm going to do the very best that I can do today. I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up for my team. I'm going to show up for my partners. I'm going to show up for my family. It doesn't matter. And then with that, stop expecting someone to pat you on the back. No one gives a shit. This is the point. I want you to give a shit. I don't ever expect my partner in Michigan to ever call me and be like, hey, Lance, dude, our team is doing incredible. The flower's amazing. I don't ever expect that, and so I'm never let down when the phone call never comes. That person made a deal with me, and I gave them my word that I would do A, B, and C. I have to do A, B, and C every single day at the fucking highest level of excellence. The moment I don't, that's when my phone rings. That's when that person is like, you're not showing up. As human beings, gratification and gratitude and thankfulness, it feels so good. It feels so, so good to get that. And we're like puppies. We want to be pet and patted and told how good we are. But the moment that you don't need that and you can get that from yourself, bro, your fucking life changes from a worker standpoint, from an employment standpoint, to your success at things that you do on the side, to your garden, if it's gardening, to art, to cooking, whatever it is. When you can stop worrying and stop needing someone else to tell you you're doing a good job, and you can tell yourself that is all you need in this world. You are the hardest on yourself. We are harder on ourselves than anyone else in our life. And look what it does. Imagine being your biggest fan, being your biggest advocate. That's what I am today for Lance Guyan, for Craft Farmer. I'm the biggest fucking cheerleader that I have and that I need. I'm super grateful for you guys reaching out and agreeing with me, sending me. I get so much love, first of all. I get so much love from people from this industry, from people that didn't like me at first and then understood my principles, my mindset, the way that I work, my blueprint to my career. I'm so fucking proud of myself, as I should be. So when I post something and it's like, I'm the fucking man, I just got 75 grams a square foot. Is that the best? No. Is that the best yield out there? No. But none of that shit matters. What matters to me is I did this. I fucking hit an amazing number. And then I don't get offended when people say, oh, that's all you did. Oh, man, someone else has done way better than you. I get that, but that's not the point. The point is I made myself proud. I'm sharing real results. I'm not fucking sharing the best I've ever done. I'm sharing every fucking run with you guys. I'm sharing every yield data. I'm showing all my plant pictures and my videos. I have opened my fucking life to you like an encyclopedia. I have shared my most embarrassing moments. I have shared my triumphs. I have shared my shortfalls. I have shared my losses. I have shared the most embarrassing moments of my fucking life with you. In hopes that by me being as open as I am, it'll allow you to open up. When you open up, you open yourself to a world of possibilities. You open yourself up to a world of opportunities. Anyone who tells me I'm an idiot or, oh, you're a fucking wannabe Andrew Tate of cannabis or you're this or you're a jack off, you're a fucking dummy. That shit don't hurt my feelings. That doesn't even make me angry. That doesn't make me resentful. It doesn't make me want to attack these people. They're entitled to their opinion. But what they see in me that they don't like is what has fucking gotten me to where I am. Has gotten me over every fucking obstacle that when I look back, I'm amazed that I got by it, that I overcame it. Dude, there's shit in my life I cannot fucking believe I've overcome, and I don't know if I could overcome again if I went through it. But being my biggest fucking supporter has helped me get through all that, because there's going to be times in your life, no matter how close your family is, your friends, there's things that they cannot help you with. There's going to be things that happen to you, whether it happened to you because of someone else, it happened to you because of decisions you've made, it happened to you because you manipulated the law. There's things that are going to happen to you, and people cannot be there to comfort you. You have to be there to defend yourself. You have to be there to pick yourself up. You have to be there to tell yourself that you can fucking do this. Having a coach in the gym, dude, there's nothing like it. When you're at your last rep and you're fucking, oh, I'm going to skip this, or I can't push this up, and you have somebody fucking, let's fucking go. You can do this. Give me more. You're not doing good enough. Push harder. Push harder. That's the shit that pushes you beyond your boundaries. Imagine being that voice for yourself in your life. That's why I am the way I am. I'm not going to change for anybody. My life, I was on a flight home last week from Michigan, and I'm flying home, and we're over the Rocky Mountains, and I thought to myself, man, if this fucking plane goes down right now, I fucking won. I won the game of life. Look at everything that I have achieved and everything that I have overcome, and look at who shows up for the people around me. If you are in my life, if you are a peer that has my phone number, you can reach out to me and you know I'll be there. I show the fuck up for everyone with no expectations in return, not expecting something or wanting something. I've won. I have everything that I want in life. I do everything I want to do every day. And most of the time that's just working. I fucking love work. I love it. I've embraced it. It's there's nothing I would rather do. I would rather not do anything than work. That's what I love to do. Love to do it. Whether I'm doing a fucking driveway, or I'm cutting trees, or I'm working in my garden, I'm cutting clones, I'm de-leafing, I'm skirting. I don't skirt anymore because I have under canopy lights. Doesn't matter. I fucking love it. I've embraced it. So when you guys hear me and you're thinking I'm acting a fool and my ego, and I'm telling myself I'm the best there is, look what I have done with that. Look what I have brought into my life. Maybe it's extreme to some, but it doesn't matter. Nobody can judge us. It doesn't matter what anyone else says about you at the end of the day. It's who you are, who shows up for yourself. Who are you for yourself? And the only one who knows that you're cutting corners, or you're lying about shit, or you're not showing up, your life is bullshit, is you. You are the only fucking person who really knows all the bullshit or the truth. And it is very easy to live in that truth. And you can start now. Show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. Be there for yourself. Be the shoulder for you to cry on. Be the person that picks you up, that tells you to slow down, to look at your achievements. Look what you've done. Look at the positive victories in your life. Start living that way. Start telling yourself every day and start living that life. Success, winner, champion, fighter. If all this is taken away from me tomorrow, I'm still the same fucking person inside. I'm still the man. And I'm going to rebuild this motherfucker. You can come take it. Come strip me down butt-ass fucking naked and drop me off downtown. I'm not going to be fucking homeless. I am going to scratch, claw, fucking grind, and labor my way out of that situation again and again and again and again. I have shared with you guys my life being reset on multiple occasions. Full reset. Everything taken from you. Start completely from scratch with $100. I've done it. Over and over and over against all odds. There's nothing that I will not overcome. There is no L that I can take that will ever destroy me except death. Death is the biggest L that I can take in my life. And other than that, I'm winning. I won the game up until that moment. So look in the mirror and tell yourself you're the man. What are you good at? What have you achieved? What have you overcome? Reflect. Reflect on what has happened in your life that you don't like. Reflect that what has happened in your life you don't appreciate. Reflect on what you don't want to do right now and you want to change. Reflect on all the victories that you have had. Reflect on everything that you're proud of. Reflect on everything that you've done. If you are not acknowledging those things in your life, who is? If you acknowledge these small victories and you applaud yourself for these small victories, you are setting yourself up for a larger victory. I don't want cars. I don't want jewelry. I want shit that I have to work through. I want it hard. I want to take the hard road. I've taken the hard road. I want to deal with problems. I want to find solutions. That is who I am. My life has created the champion that I am today. You don't have to be undefeated. Dude, if you look at my record, I'm one of those guys where if you're looking at it as like a prize fighter, you're like, man, how did this guy be champion? He's got fucking 30 wins and 18 losses. Doesn't matter. You could have 8 wins and 50 losses and still be a fucking champion. Once you tell yourself, it's time to tell everyone else. It's time to let the world know what your intentions are. What are you going to do? I'm a fucking champion. I tell myself I'm the heavyweight champion at this. In my mind, in my world, I'm the champion. I'm not saying that I'm the fucking champion of all cultivation and all accomplishments and I'm the greatest and the fuck is all that shit? That's all opinion. I am the champion of my life. I'm the heavyweight undisputed champion. And I get up every day and I act like it and I treat my fucking life like it and I treat my peers like I'm the champion. My team. I act like a champion. I'll never change for anybody. I understand when you get more eyes on yourself that, you know, there's businesses and companies and sales and there's a lot of shit on the line that you could fumble, I guess you could say, or you could trip and you could ruin things. You could ruin opportunities. But for me, the small amount of people that I can influence and the very, very few of you that I can help make their life better just based on some of the fundamentals and principles that I live by is worth it, is all worth it at the end. And anyone who knows me personally, anyone who interacts with me knows I'm as real as it fucking comes. You know, you don't even have to like me for me to want you to succeed. You don't have to agree with me for me to want you to succeed, for me to share things with you to succeed. I feel like I have a very basic, great way of succeeding. And I'm so excited about this. And when you look at my fucking videos and I'm intense and that's how I feel. I don't have to act like that. I don't have to put on a show. I feel that way because I've been at the bottom. I second-guessed my cultivation. I second-guessed, am I good enough grower to fucking give people advice? I've second-guessed my career choices, my decisions. I've second-guessed everything. I've put the time in, you guys. I'm 20 years doing this. 12 years of losses, 6 years of W's. I've lost way more than I've won. Don't let other people get you down. Don't let other people deter you from your mission. It's all opinion. Respect people, respect their opinion. But you know what you got to do at the end of the day? I have the blueprint. I was never the best to start. No one ever showed me a fucking game-winning recipe. No one did anything. Like, everything that I've learned from losses, from taking big fucking L's. That's why I am so passionate about what I'm sharing with you. The education, Craft Farmer Academy. I get asked so many questions every day, and it's like, dude, I've put this platform together because of how many questions and how many people reach out to me every day, and how many have since the conception of me being on Instagram. And I feel that I've developed one of the most rock-solid yellow block cultivation plans there is. I do it here, and I grow amazing flower. Dank Mob has the best flower. Again, here I am. I think I have the fucking best. I think it's smoking the best. I think my bags look the best. I think it smells the best. And that's okay, because you should feel that same fucking way about your bag. When you see me and you come up to me, I want you to come up with that attitude. Yo, Craft, this is the best fucking weed I've grown. Check this out. I am so fucking proud of this. You know what kind of big-ass smile I'm going to have on my face and how excited I am to see your weed? Hey, bro. Yeah, this is the last shit I grew. You know, it's okay. You know, I mean, it's nothing like yours. Fuck that! How the fuck do you know? Yo, Craft, I got the best fucking bag of my life right here, man. It is fucking terpy. Check this out. I know you'll appreciate this. This is my best work, man. I appreciate you. That's what I want to see. Let's fucking go. Anyone who turns their chin to you, fuck them. You don't even need their opinion, their life, and you sure as hell shouldn't be sharing your fucking weed with them. I feel like I've taken everything I've learned in the last 20 years from cultivation, and I've put it into this learning program. Like the amount of work Alex and I put into this. Maybe one person's going to learn, maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 50, but I swear to God, every single person who signs up for this extremely cheap program that we offer is going to win. And listen, I take stuff away from podcasts, from interviews, all kinds of stuff. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly testing things in my garden. Anytime I get an amazing result and it's going to work with the program, I share it with you guys. I'm super proud of my fucking whip kits. There was nothing like that in our space. I've inspired people to make their own. My how-to videos on YouTube have built some of the most amazing, beautiful grow rooms that I've seen. When I see a regular person who has no construction experience and they bought themselves a laser, a bandsaw, unistrut, and I see the garage that you guys are building, I see the room you're building, all your wires are zip tied, your pipes are clamped. You know what kind of joy that fucking brings me? How proud I am that something so small, so minor that I shared is leveling up people, is inspiring people to do better. This is what this is about. This is about inspiring one another to be better in our life, to be better in our gardens, to be better overall for everyone around you. It's infectious. I've inspired thousands of fucking people That's what this is about. I want to help. I want to educate. I want to inspire. I want to share everything that has brought me great success after years and years and years of losses. And that's what I'm here to do. So if you are offended, if my videos are too intense, if you take things that I say out of context, it's okay. But how can I not inspire you? Most of you have seen my growth over the last 3 years. How do I not inspire you? My under canopy lights. I didn't come up with the idea of under canopy lights. I watched Connected. I watched Alien Labs back in the day using them. I bought Thrive veg lights with a white spectrum and tried it. I saw something that I thought was an amazing idea and could drastically help someone like me, drastically help my own cultivation, drastically help me personally. And that's why I wanted to make my own light and fix the problems that I had with the other ones that didn't work right. And now I'm hitting like a minimum of 2.5 pounds of light, a minimum of like 77 grams a square foot. I was never a yielder. Dude, could you imagine if the lowest yield you ever have was 76 grams a square foot? Fucking life-changing. I am telling you, it's life-changing. My gardens alone, the extra yield I've gotten, we're not even talking about quality, coloration, everything, has been rewarding as a motherfucker. My flower is better all around. My size is better all around. My terps are better all around. Everything about what I'm doing is better all around with under canopies in my garden, and I'm proud as fuck about that. I'm super proud to test that shit on myself, spend my hard-earned money, and offer you a product that I can guarantee will give you these results with my SOPs that I want to give you. And then share cuts with you that we've created in-house. I'm the fucking man. That's why I feel like that, man, every day. My pursuit of helping others, of answering questions, of educating, of supplying product, supplying support, that makes me feel so fucking good. And because of that, I am the heavyweight champion of this shit. I'm a grower, multi-state operator. My bags are being pumped out every day. Every day we pump bags out. They can be found all around the United States. I'm a grower. I'm first and foremost a cultivator. I've developed products for myself that I've shared with everyone. Whip kits, under canopy lights, Craft Farmer Academy. This isn't some bullshit you find at a hydro store. Dude, this is revolutionizing your grow. This is giving you guaranteed results that nobody else can guarantee with their shit. I'm the fucking man, and I feel like the man, and I'm a champion. And I don't care if you have 1 follower, you have 0 followers. I fucking answer your questions at the end of the day. I respond to everyone. And that's why I'm the champion. And that's why I feel like a champion. I don't have to be a champion in your eyes. I don't have to be a champion in your world. I can just be a fucking grower from NorCal, but in my life, I'm a champion, and I'm going to live that way. I'm going to be a champion for everyone. I'm going to be a champion for my customers, for my family, for my friends, for my fucking partners. I'm a champion. And that's that. So don't forget, 454 turkey bags, the champion of the turkey bag space. If you're like Craft Farmer, your packs have to land somewhere. Double shrink wrap from 454 bags. They have everything. They got bin liners. They got tote liners. They got can liners. 454 bags, the best turkey bags, not for turkeys in the cannabis industry. I'm out.